Good evening, everyone. My name's Toaster. We're going to be starting our Hearts of Iron 4 playthrough as France. I've been playing this game a fair bit lately. It's actually one of the few games that's managed to take me away from my staple of World of Warcraft, but we are going to try some achievements today. So we're going to start as regular. I'm not just an average player. Iron Man mode. I think keep the historical AI on, and playing as France. Alright, and we'll name this stat. I've got a lot of save games here, but yes. So here we go. I'll probably record about half an hour or so. Try and keep each video relatively short, unless there seems to be a bit of a demand for longer videos. I think I started playing the Hearts of Iron series when the first Hearts of Iron came out. Well, not came out, but I discovered it back in early 2000s or so. So here we have France. We are a democracy. I will likely stay that way. I may play as a communist or fascist France or something like that in the different versions, but so the first things I like to do is I like to get instruction, and because we're going to be building some forts, because that's really the way that I found the best to want to speed up a research time playing France, and that is basically we fortify our frontier and we hold out. That's all we do. Okay, you guys can go there. You guys can go to that submarine. I just picked random ones. You guys can go to those ones. You guys can go to those ones. You guys, I'm gonna group all of my navy together, I think, this time. And we are going to start building some land forts. Starting up here. Start with about 3 queued up, all along the Belgian border. And just build about 3 for right now. Then we'll go down here and fortify Savoy. It's kind of tedious doing this, but it's pretty much one of the few ways so far in my various playthroughs as France. I haven't played any higher than the right recruit through, but even on that level of difficulty, Germany just steamrolls you if you make a mistake. So, alright, so I like to put everything very meticulous in the way I put my armies together. So, actually I may put this army, these guys I'm going to put with a different army.
Attention,
because they're not as good.
Gardez vos rangs.
Okay.
Pareil.
Alright, and actually we were going to put all of our mobile troops together
Aux ordres.
as well.
Attention.
All this, the first French army. There were 7 French armies in 1940. Pretty much they all got defeated. Hopefully that won't happen here. So,
Aux ordres.
Right.
Attention. Attention.
So we should you guys there.
Gardez vos rangs.
You there. You there.
Pareil.
France seems to have a fair number of tanks. Interestingly enough, they have more tanks than the Germans did. They just weren't used properly.
Aux ordres.
So we'll put Gerard in charge of that army, the second French army. Alright. A lot of this video is just gonna be just the setup, folks, so but this is basically Hearts of Iron stuff. You set up your armies how you like them. We'll put De Gaulle in charge of this. De Gaulle was one of those pioneers, I guess you'd call him, of armored warfare. Unfortunately for France, they decided not to use a lot of his ideas. But right, and the third French army. Okay.
Attention.
You guys go there. You guys go there.
Attention.
Oh, I misclicked.
Attention. Aux ordres. Aux ordres. Attention.
Okay.
Gardez vos rangs. Aux ordres.
Tedious this, but I'm very meticulous, folks. Alright, so this army is going to put its front line on the Maginot Line. Oh.
Écoutez.
Something new in this game is just how you can set the units at the front line. That's kind of cool. I haven't played Hearts of Iron 3 yet. A lot of people didn't like it, so the Alps. So I guess I kind of went along with what a lot of other people said rather than trying it myself. Maybe one day I'll.
Attention.
I have it. I just never tried it.
Pareil.
Oops. Alright, actually that army is going to be...
Gardez vos rangs. Pareil.
You guys go there, you guys go there.
Aux ordres.
You got that army.
Aux ordres.
Oops. 6 or 7, you go there.
Pareil.
You go into that army.
Écoutez.
That army.
Pareil. Pareil. Gardez vos rangs. Attention.
And
Gardez vos rangs.
And more colonial divisions all go together in this army. All go
Écoutez.
in that army.
Écoutez.
Alright. Just about finished
Écoutez.
this, folks. It's a bit tedious, I'm afraid, but
Pareil.
France had a pretty big army, and they had a pretty big empire.
Pareil. Pareil. Écoutez.
Alright.
Aux ordres.
So we should call this, what do we have, the 3rd French army? 4th French army.
Gardez vos rangs.
And you guys are all going to go on the Belgian border. It's a bit of a gap here, which will
Attention.
be formed by the 4th French army, led by Hunsinger. I believe he kind of retreated. He didn't have a very good war. Not a lot of the French generals actually had a very good war, though, so that's not
Écoutez.
surprising. Okay, and you'll go on the Italian border,
Pareil.
and you guys are going to go cover Libya. Basically, rush Libya when the fighting actually starts. But I like to put everybody in place before then. So, what else are we going to research here? I think we'll start researching. This is crucial, but I'm going to start researching the maintenance, actually the field hospital. And no divisions of basic training. We're going to build up our Alpine divisions. We're going to deploy them in Savoy. We're also going to build up some infantry divisions, which are going to be built in Champagne. Probably pronouncing that totally incorrectly. And our national focus. I like to start. We're going to head down this street. The defensive focus. Re-extend the Maginot Line. Then we're going to head down this street. Try and get our extra research slot. and then we're going to go start into the government reform stuff. So we will start with defensive focus, and we need 10 oil. Alright, I think we'll trade with Romania for the oil, and I like to play on high speed, so yeah, 10 minutes in. Takes usually about 10 minutes to move everybody around. There you go, and apparently they can't fulfill my export request, so we'll cancel that. And still learning how the trade works in this game, and we'll just get it from the United States, from America. I'm Canadian, by the way. I'm Canadian fellow, lives in Canada. That's kind of obvious. Just outside the great city of Toronto. We need more oil. Get some more. Once all these forces deployed into their positions, we're going to start. Alright. So we got the second army on the Belgian border. We have the first army. I've held this line with those 24 divisions, no problems. Usually what I wind up doing is pushing through Italy with the Alpine army, taking out Libya, and then we hold Spain. But this time we're not going to have the UK, we're going to be the Little Entente, so we're going to be a little bit different. Because we're going to have Czechoslovakia, Romania, we're going to have our own little faction. Yugoslavia, so I may have to go a little faster than I traditionally go, because normally I just sit and wait for the British to come. Because unfortunately Germany can outbuild us in the early years. We're gonna say no to the demilitarized zone. One of these days I'd like to play a Canadian campaign actually. I've tried a couple, it's interesting. So yeah, now we just sit and wait. Let's check out I like to read some of these national focuses sometimes. Oh, and looks like they've taken Ethiopia, which is down here. We will lose that. I'm not even going to bother trying to defend that. Alright, speed things up a little bit more. Autosave. I'm going to put everybody into one. Well, I'm debating that actually. Okay, they've started. We are going to go after them for this. Yes. You are not getting back into the Rhine. If you don't stand up to Germany, sometimes. So Britain's going to support us, and they always back down. I've never found a game yet. I shouldn't say always, but I haven't found a game yet where they actually don't back down. So let's put our admirals in here. Darlin, you can be in charge of the Mediterranean. Okay, we got a fair-sized little navy. Enough that can usually deal with the whatever the Italians can bring towards us. But sometimes it gets a little overwhelmed if you parcel it up like that. So because we're mostly going to be focusing in the Mediterranean, I'm going to merge these forces. Okay, pause the video. Merge those two. So you can go with a little faster research time. 15 minutes in. Alright, and this flotilla is going to merge with this flotilla. We have the second naval region. This one can go here. And you'll know the French would name their destroyers Le Terrible. Oh, France. Alright. It's those. Now we got 5 battleships, 6 heavy cruisers, nine cruisers in total. Not a bad little fleet. Check where all these forces are. Where's these fleets? This isn't going to be enough to defend against the yeah, rather reform than revolution. It's likely best. Actually, I may have just let the communists get a little stronger there. Oops, that was a bit of a mistake. That was a misclick on my part. Well, we'll find out what happens. I have played this game before, I swear. So we've got these 3 cruisers. So, pause. You lose a whole day like that. And we're gonna fortify the Alpine passes. You get free forts doing this way, you see. So what do we have in production anyhow? We have more. We need more rifles. We need more. We really need more military factories. But right now we're gonna focus on our fortifications. And once our gear gets a little better, we'll worry about that. So these 3 cruisers can also come. Oh, here comes the Spanish Civil War. It's just like weird. I thought those 2 battle cruisers. Oh, that's right. They're not completed yet. Actually, you're gonna go to. Yeah, you're gonna go to that one. You can go to that one as well. Is it the second one? They may be going to that one. It's okay. Alright. Admiral I've never even heard of could be in charge of that one. I really only know Charles Darwin. He was the Minister of Marine for France during the French during 1940s, after France fell. We'll negotiate it. Let them strike. Because, yeah, let them strike. Spain looks like it's falling. Republican Spain, that is. I'd like to see Republican Spain win once in one of these games, but I haven't yet. They always seem to lose. Alright, the field hospital is complete. So let's research that. Logistics. Armies. Generals worry about logistics. Something like that. I can't remember the quote. What's our constructions? Actually, we better efficient production efficiency cap. Yeah, we'll go that. Alright. Good old Hearts of Iron music. Hasn't changed much. Because of our decision to... I'm going to keep it as export focused because otherwise I wind up selling too many of our resources overseas. Submarines. The Alpine line's completed. Now we're going to extend the Maginot line. And we shall see how they like to break upon that. Yeah.
Attention.
I'm gonna start training. Exercising. I should have done this earlier, but it's alright. Get this one division up. And we'll start exercising the first army as well. Get them all trained up. So, see, the Olympic Games were held in Berlin. Wonderful. The factories are striking. No, we are not going to be communists. Good. That's done and over dealt with. No more factory strikes. And we'll see what the rest of the world goes quiet in the first couple months, couple of years actually, until 1937. And our strikes are finally over. Excellent. France is actually does fairly well with natural resources, except for oil. We have to trade for oil, but still. Alright, so we have extended the Maginot line. The Belgians aren't liking it, but that's just too bad. So we're gonna head down this tree now, start working on another research lot, because we only have 3 at present. And it looks like Republican Spain was finally annexed. They didn't last very long. They don't seem to. I think they need to be buffed a little bit for some reason. There is actually an achievement as well to where you win as Republican Spain, but I've never actually managed to do that. Not sure how. Maybe someone in the comments can let me know a good strategy, as well as a good French strategy. This is the strategy I'm following. Who knows, maybe it's going to totally go backwards on us. So I record these as well, and I just going to upload them, so I have no idea how this campaign's going to go forward. I should actually push really hard into the demilitarized zone. That's also an option, I suppose. I may try that this time and try and take this land here, or at least take up to the Rhine, because that gives me a fairly good frontier. That's actually what France really wanted, and it knocks a lot of Germany's industry out. So. Problem is, of course, France is never very good on the attack. Okay, we got our engineering. Well, they're good on the attack. It's just a very methodical, slow-moving attack. So we have that. Now let's start working on concentrated industry. That's what I usually go with. can build more factories once we start building factories, once our Maginot Line's completed. Let's see how that's going, by the way. Oh, we've almost completed a lot of that. I go right up to 10. So we shall 3, 4, 5. We shall you get some factories for free anyhow if you go down that path that I went down with a defensive focus. So I usually just I think it's like 2 forts at least, and you've already got like 10 on that frontier. As long as you can hold there, you can do quite well. Alright, it's completed. It's holding up our recruitments. Oh, we don't have them. We have the manpower. Oh, we need more infantry equipment. That's what it is. Alright. I may go to the end of this year, and then we'll stop at January the 1st, and I'll probably stop the video then. That seems to be a good enough place to stop recording. So. And they're purging. Stalin is doing his purges in the Soviet Union. So we shall get more civilian factories there. So, alright. Check on how our training is doing actually. They're all trained up, so we'll stop that training exercise. And we'll start these units on it. We almost got enough points to get to modify our army here, so I think this army is almost complete. We'll keep them exercising. They generate points as well. I believe they generate points. Not sure. So there we are. Just about the end of the year, folks. So hope everybody's enjoyed watching this. My first Hearts of Iron campaign. We're gonna try and to form the Little Entente and basically hold France till 1948 without surrendering. No cheese eating monkeys here, folks. So I hope everybody's enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those things. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later.